Hello and welcome. My name is Ray Salem. I'm the CEO of AuthenticatePro.com. And obviously, one of the reasons you're here, you're having a problem at your store. I get it. And all right, I want to go ahead and start the watch. I just want to time myself and also want to respect your time too. Believe me, it's going to be worth every single minute that you listen to this. And my goal is to have everything that you need with less than 4 minutes. And obviously, it's going to be longer, but if you want to listen to some more, it's optional. All right, here we go. It is a $460 billion a year problem, even bigger. As you may already know, counterfeit, it's a huge problem. Our slogan is, in God we trust, everything else we authenticate. Are you frustrated? Are you mad or tired? Of course, that's why you're here. Well, one of the reasons I did this, because I was frustrated, because when I was selling Oakley sunglasses online, my biggest challenge was other sellers selling fake as real. So it affected my bottom line. When buyers come to me, they're a little bit hesitant, and based on the price, they think it's real. I mean, it was frustrating all around, and especially for the honest, authentic seller. And that was the issue. And believe me, you're not the only one who's frustrated with this. Amazon is frustrated. Walmart is frustrated. Even Amazon thinks it's a $1 trillion criminal enterprise problem. All right, so how are we going to fix it? That's where you're here. That's my daughter. She fell on the ice, but she gave me a thumbs up. I was like, oh, that'd be perfect. So no matter if we go through life or we fall, we keep getting up. All right, so how are we going to resolve this? We do have a patent regarding the process and how we're doing it. It's great. And then we went from, I don't want to talk nerd regarding patent. There's a provisional, then we went to a non-provisional. That means more full on. And one of my partners, he's an attorney, a patent attorney. He is on it. So we're making it happen. Obviously, we launched. There was a lot of interest, as expected, because it's just a huge problem. We had a lot of visits on the websites, even inbox messages on Facebook. And one store we started with, it was a store in Indianapolis. It's also a clothes mentor. We put a seal. We told them upon request we will professionally authenticate with a third-party expert at the store. And we did that. And in their first month, luckily, we got blessed, and their sales jumped up 49% net. So in the next month, the same thing. Everything's going upward, 22%, 16%, and so on. Because the customer wants to feel safe. And we just signed up another Plato's Closet store, and they're going to do the same concept to test it, see how it goes. We even tested it with our own store. We put it like upon request, we'll professionally authenticate, and our sales shot up by 180%. Just making the customer feel safe. And even Amazon, we were at the early stages with the logistic manager. They even said a genius new idea, because Amazon, it's a $5 billion a year problem. So this is the old way of doing business: seller and buyer. And the seller's argument to the buyer, if they're selling an item to see if it's authentic, was like, well, you're protected by your credit card. Well, the buyer would never bought it in the first place if he knew it was counterfeit. So, and that makes the whole process a little bit frustrating for everybody, because everybody's basing it what the buyer thinks. So if the buyer is ignorant about the item, it causes a big problem, because sometimes eBay will shut you down, Amazon will shut you down. Everybody, they're making a decision based on ignorance, and that's the hard part. Even though the seller is selling an authentic item, and he's paying the price, because everybody else around the other sellers are selling counterfeit. And unfortunately, the authentic, honest seller is paying the price. So this is what we're doing. Peace of mind when you buy or sell. We're just adding an expert into the transaction. That's all we're doing. An unbiased opinion about the product, and it puts everybody at ease. The buyer feels more confident. The seller can sell it for more, and it'll stand out more than anybody else. All right, obviously, as a store owner, you're extremely busy. You have 1,001 things, maybe sometimes even more. You don't want another thing to do. You just want to make sure it works. So this is how we're making it very easy for you. Obviously, as you get set up, you'll get a seal number in the front of the store. You'll get price tags all over your items, and you get a banner in the back. And obviously, as the buyer shops, upon request, we will professionally authenticate with a third-party Authenticate Pro expert at no extra cost to the buyer. So if you have a buyer on the fence, especially if they're looking at the price is too good to be true and they see it, they'll just buy it because at least you're offering it. But let's say if you do get a customer that wants to authenticate, it's really easy. At the cash register, you put one zip tie, you lock it on, and each zip tie has a unique serial number. And you just write the serial number of the zip tie on the receipt. And that's it. And we take over from there. Because the customer has 7 days to authenticate it, and obviously the store will pay for it within 7 days. But when we tested it at the store in Indianapolis, in 4 months, we had 3 people request it. 3 people. So the biggest problem is the perception of the consumer. We need to make them feel safe. If they feel safe, they'll buy more, and that's why he explains the jump in sales. And we handle everything. And our goal is obviously to go into iPhones and Rolexes, but we're at brand names like such as Louis Vuitton, Chanel boots, and obviously we're growing in the expert category tremendously. And obviously the customer could take pictures and they'll get a digital seal via email or on our website to show that it is authentic, been authenticated by our expert, and they could obviously look up the zip tie or the seal number or any items they're looking for, Louis Vuitton, MCM backpack, and so on. And the seal obviously has a zip number. It's connected to the to the physical world, and the seal is hooked up to the digital world. It shows who's the expert and what day and the seal and so on. And obviously we're at the final stage of the app. We're almost there. And so how much and what do I get? Obviously you get the front door decal with the store number because you get assigned a unique number for your store, because that's all going to be hooked up to each merchandise. So when the customer looks you up, it shows that you're authentic and the item is also authentic, and just gives them peace of mind. And you also will go on our website directory of approved authentic sellers. You get a banner, 100 trifold brochures, 500 upon request tags, 200 patent zip ties. That's for the setup. And this is what we're doing only for the next 10 stores. Obviously we have a lot of interest because you are part of the beta phase. We're expanding, so we're giving this opportunity for you. Literally it's I don't know if it's called no-brainer, but it is. So for the next 10 stores, first come first serve basis. Normal setup fee is $5.95, but for the next 10 stores it will be a setup fee of $285, so you'll save right away when you sign up. And the normal monthly subscription fee is $195, and depending on how this is going, in a year from now it could be a whole lot higher than $195, but we're still testing it, and you will lock in the rate. And that's a good thing about it, because you're one of the first 10 stores. Your store will be at $99 a month for the first, and with the first 3 months is waived, so there is no cost for the first 3 months. I want you to try it, I want you to see it, then you'll lock in the rate for $99 a month because you're one of the first 10 stores. So if the rate goes up, you don't even have to worry about it. We got you locked in. Okay? And obviously you pay for the authentication fee, depending on the brand. It ranges between $20 to $35. Like an example, like a Louis Vuitton bag is $20. But you only pay it when the customer requests it, and is very rare. I would say maybe 1 out of 1,000 transactions a customer does it. So that keep your costs down. The main goal is we want to give the customer to feel safe when they buy. We want to partner up with only authentic sellers that sells authentic items. We want to give the customer the feeling that they are only buying authentic items. All right, once again, only for the first 10 stores. If you're number 11 or number 12, I am sorry. We will put you on a waiting list, and then we'll approach you after the fact, after we beta test the first 10 stores. We want to make sure all the system is there. It's going to go well the same way we went for the other 2 stores, but we just want to make sure everybody on the same page. You could call me or email me. Make sure you use the promo code FIRST10. All right, thank you so much. And if you want to stay tuned and look at the team, yes, I am a U.S. Air Force veteran. Oh, I don't like to say that, but I like to call the Marine call, "Hoorah!" I don't know, it's just my thing. All right, my daughter, she's 7. She's definitely, she feels like she's more than 7. She's like 17. And we have a patent attorney. We have our team in the back, CPAs. I mean, Jamie Potter. Oh man, she's awesome. We loved her so much. We hired her, and she's part of a team, and making it grow. And we got James in the operation. So if you have any questions, please feel free to email me or call me. And I look forward to working with you. Thank you.